let's have a talk. This is August. August is about 4 months old, so she's not really experienced a lot in life. But you know what? Even so, even though she hasn't experienced a lot in life, she is eager to learn. Very curious and a sweet baby. She is also like a cup of sugar. Just like Echo, if you remember back. Very cute, very sweet, itty-bitty little baby. She is very curious, and she's very playful, and she's extremely patient. Right now, she has her eyes set on Rio. It's her current role model. She loves to watch Rio, everything that he does, and copy every little bit of it, regardless of what it is. It's kind of like one of those monkey see, monkey do sort of situations, but with kitties. Kitty see, kitty do. She's not very big, but she's definitely grown quite a bit since we got her a few weeks ago. So she's very new to the family, and very new to every little experience. Her confidence comes from a lack of fear, much like Echo. She loves to explore and see everything that's brand new, and everything is brand new to her. The sink, the bathtub, the carpet, the tile. She's never seen any of this stuff before. Right now, the things that she likes the most are Echo and Rio. Rio doesn't really want too much to do with her at the moment, but he's coming around. Just yesterday, I actually spotted the two of them playing. Just a little bit. Just the tiniest little bit, but it's a start. Right now, she is enjoying sitting next to the window that Rio is in and just peeking in and just taking a look. It's fair to say that she only really cares about experiencing new things and making new friends. And she's already made friends with Echo. But August, she doesn't understand boundaries. She's a kitten. She doesn't understand anything. She's so new to everything that she's having to learn on the fly. So she can see a hiss and say, I didn't like that sound. That sound is grating on my ears, and pull back from it. But she may not understand what it means, which is why she will continuously, for the time being, attempt to get closer and closer and closer and try to push her luck. There's a phrase, curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought it back. Curiosity is the whole reason why I continue living. Well, that and many other real reasons, but as far as like a motivation for life, why do you keep going? It's curiosity for me. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what tomorrow brings. I want to know how everything is going to turn out. I want to know how this food will taste tomorrow. I want to know what this drink tastes like. And I love to enjoy the things that I know and I really like. Enjoying those things is a big part of my existence and my life. I love to learn new things. August, on the other hand, is different. Her curiosity doesn't come from a motivation of living. It comes from just existing. Her personality at this point in time is to learn. It's to go out and to figure out what everything means and not understand or know the consequences. And I feel like being young is the same way. The younger you are, the less you think about consequences. The less you think about what will happen when you make a choice. So you're more than likely to go out and make that choice. Now I'm 30. And at 30, I'm a little concerned about making choices and figuring things out. As I get older, I feel like I should be wiser, more secure in my understanding. But the reality is, I'm also more afraid, because I don't like certain consequences that come from some of my choices. August hasn't learned that yet. August doesn't know what the consequences to her choices are gonna be. All she knows is that she wants to do this thing, and she's gonna do that thing. Outside of that, there's nothing else to be done. She follows her instincts from one moment to another moment, and that's all there is to it. I feel like getting older, especially with a cat like Rio, has shown me that you find your preferences, and you like to keep them that way. For example, I like Dr. Pepper, so when given the opportunity for drinks, I rarely go outside of Dr. Pepper. But I do like other drinks, such as Arnold Palmer's, Pepsi, several others. So I always have a selection that I can choose from. But my preference is always Dr. Pepper. So if given that choice, it's the choice I'm going to make. And I don't feel like being quite as adventurous as I once was. Then again, I've never really been the adventurous type when it comes to things like food and other little comforts. But adventure has always been in my blood. I've always wanted to go out and do something different, to learn more. When I was a teenager, I was an adult. I was 18 at the time. I wanted to go to college, and I made the determination that I would do it. I put in, hey, I'd like to be a part of your semester. And they said, sorry, it's closed. You can no longer do it. And I gave them appeal, and I said, hey, look, I really want to be a part of it, okay? Please, a little more to it. But they said yes. I got the news December 24th. And then just after Christmas, on December 26th, I got onto a plane without any backup. I had no idea exactly where I was going to be staying. I had already somewhat registered for courses, but not fully. I was just going to go. So I hopped on a plane, and I flew from Connecticut to Idaho. Got off at Idaho, had a bus waiting for me, and it took me to my school. Now, I didn't have very many resources. I had one individual that I knew who was willing to put me up on their couch briefly. But aside from this guy who was going to help me out with just a couch, I didn't have anything. So when I got there, I'm standing at the bus stop, and I'm looking through different apartments and whatnot on my phone, just swiping on through, and I found one that was relatively cheap. I gave him a call, and I said, hey, I'm new, I'm here, I'd like a place to stay. And they said, well, we don't actually open our doors up until January 5th. Well, it hasn't even been the new year yet. They hadn't opened their doors to students coming to live in there. So I was kind of like, ugh. But it's okay, because a few days I'd go stay on the couch. But then I was surprised because they said, you know what? Yeah, why don't you come and stay here? We don't want you to sit out on the streets, and we definitely don't want you to get mixed up somewhere else. So you just show up, pick out a room, and you go from there. So that's what I did. Within 2 hours of landing in Idaho, I had apartments. Within 3 hours of landing in Idaho, I had all of my schooling picked out and everything that I was going to do. Now, schooling itself didn't quite work out for me. And I've never really been a person who goes to school. The reasons for that are many, unfortunately. But regardless, that's the kind of person I am. To take that curiosity and adventure and move forward. And when I think of August, that's the kind of adventure that I think of. When Echo was a kitten, he was just the cutest little thing, and he had no fear. He would go forward without consequences. There were no consequences. And the same thing was true for August, and still is true, and for me as well. And I think that is just something that the young like to do. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm 30. To some people, that's old. Maybe to a 15-year-old, 30 is a lifetime away. And to people who are 45, 30 was a lifetime away. People who are 45 will tell me, oh, you just wait until you're 45. You just wait until you're 60. You just wait until you're 75. Trust me, I can tell. I can pick that up. It seems that every year I get older, I think to myself, man, how was it that I existed like this a year ago? How did I manage to do that over a year ago? My personality has changed in that same way. Just yesterday or 2 days ago or whenever it was, she discovered toilet paper. And she discovered that she can unroll the toilet paper from the toilet paper roll. How cute are you? Mwah. August takes after both the cats. She takes some of the core values that Rio has. Elegance, radiance. She has this royal demeanor, like a princess. But kind of like a princess, like a Disney princess, she also has this rambunctious side to her as well, where she likes to get crazy. She likes to run around, and she likes to just jump on things and tear things up and just be a kitten, which is very reminiscent of Echo. Not just as a kitten, but as an adult. He gets crazy. He runs around and has big zoomies. Rio also has big zoomies sometimes, but not to the same extent. So August has this wonderful little mixture of both the cats, plus her own personality. Unlike the other two cats, she loves to snuggle. It's their youth that allows them to make decisions that are crazy. Kids make crazy choices. Little cats make crazy choices. And the thing that I have found about the cats, they stop aging about toddler years. So regardless of how old a cat's gonna get, they'll always have this toddler mentality. They're gonna throw tantrums. They're gonna get upset. Sometimes they're going to react in ways that are unpredictable, even if you understand them perfectly. But even with that opportunity of youth, even with the inability to have proper risk assessment, I think it's important that we take a little bit of lesson from the younger generations, especially a little creature like August. August may not have the ability to foresee the consequences, but we do. We can get bogged down in all the consequences or how things will happen. But sometimes it's good to just go for it. Jump at it and see what happens. The answer is always no until you ask. August's youth also happens to give her an excessive amount of energy, which I remember having as a kid. Somehow, as a kid, I managed to maintain friends, school, video games, TV and anime, books, music, hiking. I somehow managed to fit everything into my life while still performing at school and still going out and doing things. Now, I get it. There's this level of saying, okay, well, now you have bills and whatnot, but I don't know. It just feels different now. It feels like everything that I'm doing has to be focused in a specific direction. I don't have the same kind of energy to go out and go hiking if I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. I'm falling behind on the TV shows that I like. I haven't listened to new music in like 2.5 years. I don't know any of the new stuff that's going on. I feel like that old cranky man every single day as I get older and older. I don't understand the new stuff and I don't wanna. I've become so comfortable in everything that I know now that I have enough. And I feel like I have this pursuit of knowledge that has kind of come to a stagnation in a lot of ways, where I say, hey, I already know what I like. Why should I push myself to like other things? These thoughts and the mentality of getting older and saying to yourself, I have enough and I don't want more. I don't want to learn more. I don't want to see more. I don't want to do more. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with stability and comfortability in the same place all the time. But it drives me insane. I'm going crazy, stir crazy, sitting here wondering what is happening over there or over there, wondering what this food tastes like, wondering what this drink tastes like. I want to know what it sounds like to listen to this language in this country. I want to know what it feels like to be in a snowstorm. I want to know what it's like to do different things, regardless of what the consequences might be. But fear from a lifetime of consequences has held me back. August hasn't had that. Little baby hasn't quite gotten to a point where she understands consequences. She will one day get to a point where she knows, hey, if I chase at Rio's tail, he's gonna get mad. He's gonna yell at me. But when August learns these different things, her personality is going to change. She won't be the same person that she was before. But the same thing is true with us. We're not gonna be the same people. Day in, day out, we're always changing, consistently, frequently changing, always. We're never the same. Every day is different because every day has experiences, and even when you're not doing anything, you're doing something. Action and inaction are the same. When you choose not to go out and do something, it's the same. Every single thing that August does is going to be a choice. She's going to choose to do these things, and through those choices, through those actions, she will shape the person, the individual that she will become. There's a phrase that I've heard and that I very much appreciate, which is, we are the choices that we make. And at the end of the day, that's true. So if you're making choices that you don't like, or they're leading to consequences that you don't like, it's time to take a reevaluation. I'm reevaluating. I'm looking at everything that I've wanted to do in my entire life, and I'm putting it all together and saying, I'm 30, It's time. And I'm wondering, and I imagine sometimes what it would be like if I had chosen differently 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But the reality of the situation is the past is gone. And we can never go back and get it. No matter how hard we fantasize about its change, we can't get it. But what we can do is make a choice right now, just like August. She makes her choices in the now, in the moment, on impulse. We do have the ability to not only make choices, but to foresee possible consequences. The way I make my choices is to say this: what is the worst case scenario? And when you get to that worst case scenario, you get to that thing you think is the worst, what happens next? What happens after that? My worst case scenario is that I die. That's not the end for me, not as far as I am concerned, until it is proven otherwise. It's just another great curiosity, one that I get more and more curious about every day I get older. Wondering, waiting, not that I would ever do something about it. It's not an easy thing to do. It's hard. It's difficult to be in a place where you feel like you have to make that choice, where you feel like something outside of this place is what you want to try. You want to give it all. I think one of my favorite quotes is, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die fighting. I'm not giving anything to anybody. I'm not giving anybody that satisfaction. Not life, not death. I'm going to make everybody work for it. They want me to fall. They want me to die. I'm going to make them suffer for that as hard as they can before I go out. If you're in a situation and you feel like nobody likes you, you feel like nobody can understand you, nobody cares about you, don't give them the satisfaction of getting away. Make their lives hell. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep moving, keep pushing, keep going until there's nothing left, because you aren't done until you're done. You always have a little more to push, a little more to give. Try those hobbies first. Try that food first. Go make different friends first. Step out into the sunlight, into nature. Go do something. It might be scary to just quit your job and leave. I know it. I know it's scary to just quit. I did it very recently. I can't take it. I decided, you know what? I'm done with it, and I'm going to do something different. I'm also not saying go and quit your job and have nothing. Don't go do that. Though it sounds like it. I mean to say that if you're in a situation that you can make choices and you can move forward and do something new and different, do it. Because if I had made the decision when I was 16 to end my life, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have found all the wonderful things that I have found over the last 16 years. I don't know anybody from when I was 16 anymore. None of them. I have a couple of friends, siblings, and things from those years that exist, but they exist so far outside of me that I don't comprehend what their lives are anymore. If you're in the middle of a drug habit, get out of there. Just leave. Those people that you're around, they're not helping you. Go. Find somewhere else. Get away from those connections. Get away from where those things are. Make that impulsive decision to say, I need to change my life right now, and I'm gonna. Don't let them win in the end of the day if they're only out to hurt you. Take care of yourself. Find it within yourself to be able to make those choices, those impulse decisions that you are always scared to make that are going to help lead you to a better life. What's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? Think through every single step of what happens if you succeed and weigh it. Pros and cons. Is the risk worth the reward? Can you do it? August can't have those thoughts. She can't weigh out the risk and reward and help those who can't either. It's our responsibility as we are older to help the youth, to help them make choices, not to punish them for what they're doing, not to have them feel like what they're doing is wrong. They just need to learn. Such a beautiful boy. This little boy has learned consequences. He's learned time and time again exactly how he's going to feel when things happen. And because of that, he is slow to change. He is slow to accept new things. Don't be slow to accept new things. These videos, by the way, I'm not meant to be preaching to you. I'm meant to be preaching to myself. These videos are a way for me to be able to connect with a past self, because tomorrow, or 10 years from now, or 45 years from now, when my life is worked out or fallen apart, I will be able to look back on this and say, what was his mentality? What was my mentality then? And that's the purpose of this. So if you're not me in the future, and you're watching this, take what you need. Leave the rest behind. You need to find what works for you. Take some, leave some. But know that this advice, the way that I'm talking, it's not meant for everybody out there. It's meant for myself. It's meant for me. And anybody who's not me, you just get the opportunity to see me ramble to myself. This is the end of our Cats trilogy, I would say at this point. And it helps me to lead into what it is that I'm actually wanting to do, which is to be able to give myself the advice that I'll need in order to continue along and succeed. To be able to push forward and do new things. To be able to look at myself and say, you know what? I'm proud of the decisions and choices that I'm making, and I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it going. I'm going to do everything in my ability to make sure that I'm not giving anybody the satisfaction of me quitting, giving up, or seeing me hurt and suffer. I will claw tooth and nail every single day in order to make sure that I can fulfill my dreams the way that I want them. Sometimes that means leaving people behind. Sometimes that means leaving places behind, situations. It means trying something, discover that you don't like it, and although you put your best efforts into it, you need to step away from it. These are things that we can look at, and we can make these choices as we see them, as we're doing them, and say, you know what? Yes, it's going to hurt when I make this choice. It's going to hurt when I step away. It's going to hurt when I decide to cut everything off and change my life, but it's my life. Mine. It's yours. You can make that choice. You don't owe anybody anything. Anything that they have done to help you out was always by their choice. Anything that you do is always your choice. Regardless of whether you feel like you don't have one, you do. I promise. To stay content and suffer in silence or to complain about it the entire time means nothing. It doesn't help you. What I mean to say in this is take that leap. Look at what you've got going on and do it. For those of you who don't feel like you can do it, who feel like all of this is great to hear, great to say, but where's the follow through? It's with you. It's always with you. That spot, that moment, that time, it's here. It's now. It's always now. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong choice. All there is the choice that you make. It's neither right nor wrong. It's just the choice. If you make the choice to quit your job, go find another one. Do something else in a different field. And if you can't find anything, you've done the best that you can, go back to what you knew. Wait, bide your time, and then jump at another opportunity. Keep working for it. If you're too afraid to just stop and do nothing, just put into place those things that you need to be able to start, to be able to move forward. It all starts with a single step. Any great thing that you can imagine starts with a single step, and you can do it. I know you can. No matter how hard anybody tries to push you to stop you from doing it, what's more important? Your dream and the ability to achieve it? Or feeling like you're wasting away, not able to do what you want to do? And maybe there's failure in it. Maybe your attempt will fail. It won't succeed, but it'll lead you to something else that might succeed. This video here and these videos are meant to introduce me. I love cats, and the lessons that I've learned for them are significantly greater than anything that we've talked about up to this point. Their nuances and the details behind them are so much more than any video could ever explain. There's one thing trying to, but words are never enough to get to someone else the experience that you've had. They have a presence. They fill something in your life, something that pictures and videos will never be able to fill. You'll never have that sense of scale, the depth, the presence from these things. And there's a level of understanding that goes with them. I can understand theoretically how large a macaw is. Have you ever seen a macaw in real life? Have you ever felt the presence of a macaw? This is a bird that is massive. You don't think about it, but it's huge. And when you're looking at it from a picture or a video, it will never convey the size of this creature. And it is the same thing in every single aspect of our lives that we have not gone out to see for ourselves and experience. Anytime we say, well, yeah, I understand what it means, logically, you may not understand what it means to you in here. Experiencing these things is the most important thing that you can do. Leave behind no regrets. Choose to move forward. That's what these videos are for. They're for me to be able to express to myself and my future, hey, don't stop, don't settle, keep moving forward, keep pushing, don't become stagnant, do things. And I hope that you follow along in the next videos, but if you don't, that's okay, because at the end of the day, they're not truly meant for anybody else who's watching. They're meant for me. Take what you want, leave the rest behind. Though I do want to know if you have a topic. Because if you have a topic that I'll be able to, just blab on about for a while, I would appreciate it. Because sometimes I don't even know what it is that I believe until someone else brings it up to me. For example, what are my beliefs on NASCAR? I literally have no idea. Jeff Gordon's in it? Question mark. There's cars and they race around an oval, and sometimes it gets kind of heated. These videos are meant to be a little bit heavier sometimes, but we don't have to have them like, oh my gosh, the weight of everything is just pressing down on me and my neck is breaking. We can have fun and we can have levity. We can have time where we can enjoy hard topics and deep topics and difficult topics and still have a smile on our face. We can still look at these things and we can still appreciate them, even if they hurt then and even if they hurt now. The more we know of one, the greater we'll understand another. I'll leave you with these words. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. You are amazing. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're not. Don't listen to them if they're saying that you're not amazing or you're not awesome. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what your struggles are. Right. You're just at the very end, just...
You're killing me.
I'm so sorry. Fuck.
Watch your profanity.
Forgive you.
You made this difficult because you brought it into the living room, and now it's just different. Now it's just different and weird.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you're talking to me.
It's because you're here, exactly.
Do you want me to go in the other room?
No, I want you to stay here because you make my life so much better.
Aw, that's staying in the video. I'm the editor, so I get to choose.
You get to choose. I'm happy and smiling because I get to be here with you. It's so much better than sitting in an office all by yourself. I can't even begin to express.
Plus, it's way cuter out here. Plus, look at the pillow next to you.
Plus, it's way cuter. I did set up the pillow so it was set there in a nice little spot. Anyway, I've gotten so far off track. What was I saying?
We're saying goodbye.
Oh my gosh, I was saying goodbye.
Watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
You're amazing. All right? People don't know what you're thinking. They don't understand what's going on in your mind because you are your own separate individual. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. They're looking at it through their own lens. As Jim Carrey once said, well, if you're me, then I would be you, and I would be using your body to do the things that I'm doing. Or something very similar to that. I don't know. The point is, have faith, have love, take those things with you. You are worth it. You mean everything. So take that and live your dream. Whatever it is, find a way. Step forward. You have things that are in the way, work with them. Find a way. You can do it. I can do it. We can do it together. I love you much. I hope you love yourselves because you deserve it and you're worth it. And until next time, I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Am I saying love you bye?
Do you want to say love you? Bye?
No, you just were looking at me, so I thought.
It's because you're so freaking cute.
Stop it!
So much better. Okay, bye.
You're so cute. You're a menace.
A menace to society.